Hey everyone, buckle up. We're diving deep into tactical shotguns. That thunderous 12-gauge punch, the raw intimidation, the kind of power that stops threats cold. With endless options flooding the market, picking the right one can feel overwhelming. So, here's the no BS list. The 10 absolute best gunfighting shotguns ever made. These aren't fragile showpieces or delicate heirlooms. They're battle-hardened machines built to run filthy, eat any ammo, and keep working when everything else fails. Every single one has real-world credentials in military or law enforcement hands. Close quarters dominance, nothing touches a shotgun done right. Let's break them down. Starting at number 10, the FN TSS Saiga-12 Tactical is the modern American refined evolution of the legendary Russian Saiga-12, a semi-automatic shotgun born from the Kalashnikov design. While the original 1990s model had reliability quirks, the 2025 FN TSS version, a collaboration with Kalashnikov USA, is a complete overhaul, designed for the US market as a robust tactical shotgun system. This 12-gauge beast replaces the slow tube feed with a mag-fed system, accepting 10 to 20 rounds and allowing for a blistering sub-2-second reload, faster than any tube-fed shotgun. Its gas-operated rotating bolt action is overgassed to cycle everything from birdshot to Magnum slugs, without fail, even when running dirty, giving it AK DNA built for war, with many users reporting zero jams even with minimal cleaning. It adopts AR-style controls, including ambi-mag release, safety, bolt hold open, and dual-sided charging, and is heavily railed, Picatinny and M-lock, for optics and accessories. The 17-inch threaded barrel is ready for chokes or suppressors, and the included muzzle brake significantly slashes recoil, allowing users to mag dump without losing their sight picture. Tipping the scales at a hefty 8 pounds, the weight effectively absorbs recoil but makes it heavy for prolonged carry. The TSS Saiga-12 is sought after by 3-gun competitors, collectors, and preppers who demand AK-level toughness and magazine capacity in a shotgun. Downsides include its tank-like weight, expensive magazines, and its specialized nature, which can make parts harder to find. Despite its Themschker 10 ranking due to still building adoption against established models, the FN TSS Saiga-12 is the undisputed reload king and a revolution for those who need to answer fire with a hailstorm of 12-gauge rounds. Moving on to number 9, Winchester SX4 Tactical, the softest shooting Night Stalker. Let's dive into the quiet powerhouse that's been sneaking up the ranks. The Winchester SX4 Tactical, especially the 2025 Extreme Defender FDE edition, that's lighting up urban ops, private security details, and even UK police armories. This gas-operated semi-auto, born in 2017, isn't trying to be the loudest or toughest. It's the smoothest operator in the game, thanks to Winchester's active valve system that reads every shell and vents just enough gas to keep the action cycling perfectly. Whether you're running light target loads for training, low recoil birdshot for practice, or full power Magnum buck for real work, I've put this thing through absolute hell. Rapid fire, mixed ammo, humid nights, dusty ranges, and it never once failed to feed, fire, or eject. The oversized Inflex recoil pad and gas system work together to drop felt kick way below the competition, making it a dream for smaller stature shooters, female operators, or anyone running extended drills without shoulder pain. Loading is smooth with inertia-assisted carrier and oversized tactical bolt release, perfect for night ops or high-stress reloads. Street price? A very reasonable $900, perfectly placed between the budget Beretta A300 and pricier 1301, giving you premium comfort and speed without the premium tax. It's not as widely issued as the Benelli M2 or M4, but US Customs ran thousands of rounds with zero failures. UK police variants are in active service, and high-end security firms are adopting it for VIP protection. Downsides? It's a gas gun, likes a quick cleaning after heavy use, and lacks the decades-long combat resume of the classics. But in today's market, the SX4 Tactical owns a unique spot. The smoothest, most controllable, most shootable semi-auto for real-world use. It's not the toughest or fastest. It's the one you trust when precision, comfort, and rapid follow-ups decide the fight. At number 8, Stoeger M3000. Tactical, budget-friendly reliability with Benelli DNA. Meet the people's champion, the Stoeger M3000 Tactical, Benelli's scrappy little brother that's been crushing it since 2018 and owns 2025 at under $600. Built in the same Turkish plant with Benelli DNA, this inertia gas hybrid eats everything. Mini shells, 3.5-inch Magnums, cheap bird shot, EO0 buck without choking. I ran mixed ammo through hell, one stovepipe with junk shells fixed with a wipe. The 18.5-inch cylinder bore keeps patterns tight, starts at 5+1, but the 2025 Freedom Series, made in USA, jumps to 7+1 stock. At 7.4 pounds, it swings fast, yet soaks recoil. Ergonomics shine, reversible tang safety, oversized gloved bolt handle, 6-pound silky trigger, brass bead up front, drilled receiver for Picatinny. I run Vortex Crossfire. Oversized recoil pad lets you dump buck all day. Loading is smooth, beveled port, big elevator, thumb-safe deflector. Threaded muzzle for chokes or cans. Aftermarket explodes, M-lock, streamlight, side saddles. Versus Beretta. A300. It's hundreds cheaper. Cycles nearly as fast, just less refined finish. Border Patrol and security love it. Swap stocks in minutes. Hunting to tactical. Downside, needs occasional cleaning after heavy use. Lacks M4 war stories. Market sweet spot. Pro performance, Benelli blood, beginner price. Rank 8 only because it's newer, but for value and fun, it's budget tactical royalty. Under 1K and want semi-auto power? This is your legend. For number 7, Benelli M2 Tactical, the lighter, meaner sibling of the M4. Let's talk about the shotgun that quietly outshines its big brother, the Benelli M2 Tactical. If the M4 is the Marine Corps Warhammer, the M2 is the sleek assassin SEALs and Rangers actually preferred. When weight, speed, and zero maintenance were mission critical. Launched in 2003, it's still a top LEO pick in 2025. Not flashy, just reliable. At just over 7 pounds, lighter than the M4, that half-pound savings means everything in room, clears or long patrols. Starts at 5+1, tubes easily to 7+1. No gas system, just pure inertia-driven, self-cleaning, no carbon, runs filthy forever. I've abused mine with cheap ammo, mud, neglect. Never a hiccup. Ergonomics are elite. Tritium ghost rings, full Picatinny, collapsible pistol grip stock for tight CQB. Recoil? Butter soft. Comfortech eats the kick. Lets you dump rounds fast without shoulder pain. Beveled port. Oversized bolt release. Glove ready for night work. Accessories? Midwest rails. Threaded barrel for cans or breachers. QD points. Street price $5,500, $500 less than M4, near identical performance. Just prefers 3s or over 3.5 mags. I ran it against the 1301. M2 cycles faster on heavy loads, though Beretta wins on softness. FBI HRT, SWAT, counter-terror units love it. 2025 updates added M-lock forends. Downsides, lower stock capacity than Mossberg 940. Parts less common, but both fixable. Market position, premium Italian build, pro-trusted, civilian accessible. Not the newest, but its combat resume runs deep. Perfect if you want Benelli speed and reliability without M4 pricing. Ranked 7 only because it's older than Genesis, but it'll outlast them all. Number 6. The Remington 870 Police Magnum is the undisputed king of pump-action shotguns. An American icon that has defined tactical reliability since the 1950s, and remains the primary duty choice for law enforcement nationwide, from the NYPD to specialized SWAT units. This isn't just a classic, it's the patriarch, boasting production numbers exceeding 11 million units, each one a veteran of countless street campaigns, and forged from heavy carbon steel, built specifically to swallow thousands of rounds with minimal cleaning. The Police Magnum is purpose-built for duty, featuring an 18.5-inch barrel with thick walls that resist warping under sustained fire, making it crucial for critical home defense scenarios or heavy-duty tasks like door breaching. while its standard capacity is a modest 4+1. Adding a simple extended tube can easily boost that to a fight-winning 7+1. When it comes to handling, the 870 offers legendary familiarity. The controls are intuitive, the loading gate is famously smooth, eliminating mid-reload thumb bites, and the trigger pull is crisp and light enough for rapid cycling. Its substantial unloaded weight of around 7.5 pounds provides a controllable feel, and the modern police Magnum models beautifully compensate with an improved recoil pad, significantly taming the felt kick compared to older stocks. The aftermarket support for the $870 is massive, rivaled only by the AR-15 platform. You can easily outfit this shotgun with Picatinny rails for optics like an EOTech or Aimpoint, MLO K4s for powerful surefire lights, and a side saddle shell holder to keep 6 extra rounds ready. But here is where the 870 truly shines: value and reliability. A new police Magnum can be had for a price point that is often half the cost of a Benelli M4, $500–700, yet its bomb-proof pump-action reliability, free from the complexities of a gas system, meets or even exceeds the best semi-autos in the absolute filthiest environments. This makes it dominant among budget-conscious professionals. Law enforcement relies on it for its versatility, easily cycling everything from specialized, less lethal beanbags and breaching slugs to standard buckshot. While it's true that earlier commercial Remington models faced notorious quality control hiccups post-2007, the 870 Police Magnum line has consistently maintained its high, demanding specifications. At number 5, the newest kid on the block, the shotgun that is still proving itself, and that is the Mossberg 940 Pro Tactical. This is Mossberg's latest entry designed specifically for hardcore tactical use, a big step up in their semi-automatic lineup. The 940 platform is seriously robust, durable, and most importantly, it's reliable. A big plus right out of the box is the capacity. It comes from the factory with a 7+1 capacity, with 2, 3, 4-inch shells. We appreciate that because it's made right here in America, baby. So you don't have to worry about those import capacity restrictions. The ergonomics on this shotgun are top-notch. It just looks mean. It has QD sling mounts, a fantastic tang safety that works equally well for right or left-handed shooters, a massive charging handle so you can easily manipulate it in the dark or under stress, and a large bolt release that is quick to use but not so big that you're going to hit it accidentally. For mounting accessories, which every tactical gun needs, it has M-lock slots on the handguard for lights or grips, and you can even mount a light on the barrel clamp. It has an optics mounting system. You can remove the rear ghost ring sight and put a rail on it to mount your favorite optic, like an EOTech. The loading process is smooth, thanks to a beveled loading port for quicker reloads and a flat lift gate that won't bite your wrists or thumbs, which is a big relief after a long day of shooting. You also have plenty of space on the side of the receiver for an aftermarket shell holder, and while the cool-looking ones are neat, I've found that the simple, cheaper Velcro card variants are often more reliable and durable in the long run. Now, the only reason the 940 Pro Tactical is at number 5 is simply because it's the least proven gun on this list. It's a newer platform, but Mossberg, of course, is a legend in the tactical shotgun world. In my own testing, this thing has been absolutely flawless, running everything from light birdshot to heavy double-aught buck with 0 issues. It's a contender for sure. Moving on to number 4, we have a gun that has absolutely made a huge splash over the last few years, and has become one of the most trusted names in the entire tactical shotgun world, and that is the Genesis 12. The specific model I have here is the Genesis 12 Taran Tactical 3 gun model, but frankly, every Genesis 12 model could easily sit in this spot. I have several variants from this 18-inch competition model all the way down to a 5-inch suppressed model. What makes the Genesis 12 so revolutionary is that it's simply the most reliable and durable magazine-fed 12-gauge on the market today. It shares more DNA with an AR-10 rifle than it does with a traditional shotgun. It uses AR controls, takes AR accessories, and honestly, it shoots an awful lot like an AR-15. This is a huge advantage, but especially for military and law enforcement who already train on that platform, but it's fantastic for civilians too, because the AR control setup is widely considered the best in the industry. So why wouldn't you want your 12 gauge to work the same way? Before the Genesis 12, magazine-fed shotguns, like the Saiga series, were notoriously unreliable. Genesis Arms stepped up and really focused on reliability first and foremost. And the result is a gun that is unbelievably fast, unbelievably accurate, and incredibly shootable. We're talking about one of the best 12 gauges in the world today. This particular model, the Taran Tactical 3-gun variant, is an absolute machine. A nearly $6,000 shotgun built to be the fastest in the world. This monster takes 5-round up to 20-round box magazines, has an 18-inch threaded barrel so you can put a suppressor on it, and the included muzzle brake reduces recoil to almost nothing, allowing you to shoot it incredibly fast. It has M-LOK rail all the way down the handguard, a Picatinny rail on top for optics, ambi controls, and a dual-sided charging handle. You can even swap out the standard components for your favorite AR controls, like a Radian charging handle, because the AR platform compatibility is that good. The reason the Genesis 12 is only at number 4 and not number 1 is twofold. First, it is by far the most expensive gun on the list, and second, it's the newest operating system. Unlike the Mossberg, which is a new model using a similar mechanism, the Genesis 12 is an entirely new ballgame. Some people won't even consider it a true shotgun, but despite that, I am confident that one day this will be universally recognized as the best gunfighting shotgun in the world. Now, for number 3, the Beretta 11301 Tactical is an elite gas-operated semi-automatic shotgun that has secured its position as a top-tier choice, primarily for tactical and home defense applications. A standout feature of the 13001 Tactical is Beretta's Blink operating system, which is widely regarded as one of the fastest cycling systems on the market, enabling the shooter to put rounds down range with exceptional speed. This system also contributes to a subjective feeling of slightly less felt recoil compared to some other platforms, though the core gas-operated mechanism generally ensures smooth shooting with a variety of loads. Being the slightly more premium option in Beretta's line, the 13001 Tactical utilizes this Blink system, which is housed entirely within the receiver and forend, a design choice that offers a key benefit for customization by allowing users to interchange the stock with various aftermarket options, unlike some other models that may have operating components in the stock. The 13001 Tactical's performance is highly valued for its speed and reliability. Since some models of the 13001 Tactical are imported from Italy, they may initially come with a smaller magazine capacity, which is something a potential buyer should be aware of, although capacity can typically be extended. The shotgun is often considered the slightly more expensive version of its closely related counterparts, with the increased cost primarily attributed to the proprietary super-fast Blink system and its refined operation, which for some users is worth the extra investment of a few $100s for the marginal gains in speed and customizability, solidifying its place as a formidable and highly capable tactical shotgun. I introduce you to number 2, the Mossberg 590. This is arguably the most reliable shotgun ever made. Unlike semi-autos, which can choke on ultra-low power loads, a pump action in the hands of an experienced shooter is absolutely bomb-proof. The key here is experienced shooter, because a new shooter can easily short-stroke the action and cause a malfunction. Reliability in a pump action is truly up to the user. The 590 is the premium variant of the classic Mossberg 500 and was literally designed for tactical use. This retrograde edition looks amazing with the classic wood furniture, but you can accessorize it any way you want. It has a heavy barrel that resists denting, a heat shield, an HD front sight, and a standard 7+1 round capacity. Like the 940, it features that ambidextrous tang safety, a pretty decent trigger, and no loading gate on the bottom, making it easy to load. What really sets the 590 apart is its supreme versatility with ammunition. This gun will accept a wider variety of ammo than any other shotgun on this list. If you want to use less lethal rounds, flares, snake shot, or even mini shells, the 590 will run them reliably. Anything 12 gauge under 3-inch Magnum, the 590 will eat it up. This is why law enforcement and military personnel still use this model to this day. With high-quality defensive ammunition, the 590 is essentially never going to malfunction unless you malfunction. For home defense, civil unrest, or professional use, the 590, despite its old design, still has great capacity, incredible power, and stupid reliability, making it one of the best tactical shotguns in the world. I put it ahead of its main competitor, the Remington 870, because in my personal experience, the 870, despite its legendary status, has had far more problems than the 590 over the years. Alright guys, we've come to number 1, and my personal bias is definitely going to show a little bit here, but I don't care. The number 1 tactical shotgun is the Benelli M4. This is the most proven semi-automatic shotgun in military history, the favorite of the United States Marine Corps, and my favorite shotgun, period. The Benelli M4 operates using the auto-regulating gas-operated system, or ARGO system, which is the most reliable, self-cleaning, semi-automatic system ever invented. The reason the Marines chose it is because you need almost zero upkeep for these things, and they will just keep running, round after round, for 5 or 10,000 rounds of double-aught buck. It's not just reliable, it's incredibly quick and ergonomic. It has one of the softest recoil impulses of any shotgun you will ever fire. The only one that beats it is probably the Genesis 12. We're looking at a standard 5+1 capacity on the civilian model, but it's easily upgraded to 7+1 of 12 gauge. It comes with a front tritium post and a rear ghost ring sight, plus an optics rail for mounting something like the EOTech I have on mine. It's important to note that the standard Gen 1 model doesn't have a great out-of-the-box light mounting system, which is common for guns designed in the early 2000s, but you can easily upgrade to great solutions from companies like Midwest Industries. The standard stock has a slightly longer length of pull than a typical Beretta, but they make standard stocks, pistol grip stocks, and collapsible stocks, so you have plenty of options. If you want the king of tactical shotguns, the most proven, most reliable, and softest shooting combat shotgun in existence, I think it is still the Benelli M4. It is a little heavier than the 1301 and a little older, but it's also more proven and easier on the shoulder. Beyond the performance, I think the Benelli M4 simply looks the best out of any tactical shotgun. I'm a 90s kid, and I grew up watching these guns in movies and playing with them in video games, and I am just absolutely in love with the Benelli M4. So, that's my definitive list of the 5 best tactical shotguns ever made. Let me know down in the comments section if you agree with my ranking. Did I get the order right? Do you think I missed a major contender? Drop your own list below, and I'd love to critique it.